so much, Aleksandra. Our next speaker will actually be another Aleksandra. This time, Aleksandra Iwanczak from 12th grade. She will tell us about the warfare of 21st century. Let's give it up for Aleksandra.
I no longer love blue skies. In fact, I now prefer gray skies. The drones do not fly when the skies are gray. These are the words of a boy named Zubair Rahman, who was 12 years old when he and his younger sister Nabila were injured in a drone strike near North Waziristan, one of the 353 drone strikes carried out in Pakistan during the Obama administration alone. In recent years, the widely supported drone warfare has become popular while raising serious ethical concerns along the way. Drones have become an indispensable tool for many countries' armed forces, allowing them to conduct surveillance and targeted strikes without risking their personal lives. Although drones have numerous advantages and applications in areas ranging from medical help to agriculture, drones have also radically shaped the warfare of the 21st century. Governments and other parties use drones most importantly for practical reasons. Drones are relatively cheap, strike with high precision, and can easily collect a large amount of data. By using these unmanned aircraft, states can perform attacks on other territories without actually declaring war. They do so often without any transparency and with little to no accountability. As the concept of drone warfare is rather new, the regulations are still underdeveloped. For instance, the US government justified their drone strikes when there was an imminent threat of a violent attack. Come to think, what does the word imminent even mean? Immediate, inevitable, likely, about to happen, unescapable? Turns out that an imminent threat doesn't actually require any evidence that a specific attack on US persons and interests will take place in the immediate future, according to a confidential Justice Department memo obtained by NBC News. So this is where things start to get out of hand, and one might start questioning the credibility of these decisions. In so-called signature strikes, individuals were killed based on being the same height as a truck terrorist, or using a container to carry something from their car to their home. To everyone's surprise, not only explosives can be carried in a container. An aid worker carrying water to his home in Kabul, along with 9 other members of his family, including 7 children, the victims of a US drone strike in August 2021. Although these types of strikes have been limited now, situations like these raise questions about the legitimacy behind this modern warfare. Due to the lack of transparency, it's extremely difficult to name the dead. The Bureau of Investigative Journalism reports that US drone strike casualties range from approximately 2,500 to over 4,000 in Pakistan alone. How can we, as the public, support the use of drones in warfare when there is not only uncertainty about the target's identities, but we are also not able to account for these 1,500 people? But global superpowers aren't the only ones using drones. Compared to other aerial vehicles, drones are widely accessible. Almost anyone with the help of YouTube or Google could construct or legally buy a drone on their own. This includes you, me, or an individual planning a terrorist attack. Trying to kill even the head of state has never been easier, like the event 5 years ago in Venezuela showed us, where a failed assassination on the president with the use of a retail, purchased online drone and military-grade explosives took place. Non-state militias and insurgent groups like the Houthis in Yemen also use drones to carry out attacks. Although their SAMAD UAVs aren't the newest technological development, they are advanced enough to carry out attacks on Saudi infrastructure. The range of up to 1,500 kilometers and the ability to carry explosives make it possible for the militants to target numerous airports and all facilities while killing innocent civilians. When I tell you that future wars will be led by drones rather than humans, you might consider it some quite far-fetched dystopian nightmare. However, it has already come true around 2 years ago. According to a UN report, in 2021 we've seen a debut of a lethal autonomous weapon system in Libya. These drones, such as the Turkish STM Cargo 2, operate on a so-called fire, forget and find basis. They can fly themselves to a specific place, choose their target, and to conduct a strike without any human assistance. So we've seen the fatal consequences of using regular, operated by human UAVs warfare. So what makes us shift to relying on artificial intelligence-based weapons? And this is not a question of the technical abilities of the drones, as they can carry out attacks with absolute precision, but rather on the data it's making their decisions on. Previously, after acquiring intelligence that someone might be a terrorist, we viewed their ordinary actions, such as carrying canisters of water, to be proof of planning an attack. But now, this confirmation bias will be replaced by binary algorithms. Either someone looks like or is performing terrorist activities that the system was trained on, or not. Currently, AI is still heavily dependent on the content it's fed. Although it can identify patterns of human behavior and even predict it, artificial intelligence lacks the so-called common sense. Similar algorithms that distinguish people on the photos in your gallery on your phone are used to find targets. So, the same way my phone doesn't always get that photos of me when I had blonde hair or when I'm wearing glasses are still photos of the same me. It might misidentify civilians for combatants and vice versa. Actually, a group of computer scientists found that by changing a single pixel, the system could identify the object in the photo as something completely different. All the convenience and lack of accountability makes it very much unlikely that drone warfare will disappear in the future. Drone technologies will continue to develop. However, we cannot turn a blind eye on the harm they have caused and the harm they have the power to cause in the future. We, as the future leaders of the world, must acknowledge the risks of drone warfare and endeavor to regulate it so drones won't make any other people hate blue skies. Thank you.